Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 19, 18. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Gotta be lying. Go.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Come on, come on.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. He's got it to the 43 here.
They can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Ready?
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Ready? 19, start.
They'll look to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
First drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete. It's Okurebunan. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Coconut cheese.
Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. The passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is caught by Lamb. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
On 1st down, it's Cooper. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys at 5-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here we go on 2nd. It's picked it up. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it, They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Second and 10.
Seven Pirates.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards.
When I see a route like that, I don't know how anybody stays with these receivers. Because he curled back. I thought he was going to stop. Then he just took off.
He really gave the impression that the curl was the end of the route. But when he turned it upfield and the throw was there, nothing a defender can do.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hawk 70, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Hold it ready.
Now a second and 10.
19, 18.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the left side, catch made by Royal. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
It's a gain of 16.
Now they'll change things up.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Walker. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Ready.
Now back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
19, go.
They'll set up to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Operating from the gun. Short. They'll get this one to Pittman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Just short of midfield.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and a yard.
19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. But now they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
19 life. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Short. And that'll be off the mark. Too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
18 red, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun. Short. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's fourth and goal, and that's a loss of 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Come on, Buffalo 18, Gravity Lion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A gain of 22.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to get the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 10 more there and another first down.
It's a gain of 10.
He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Ready.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ready.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Ready. Cougar 19. Go.
They'll go with the keeper. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 17-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Short. Open man, right side, it's low. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to have to hook up to Schwartz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll find Lamb. That's complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Short. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Looking to throw. Short. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Mustang 19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Short to the right side and intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Come on. 18 Cardinal, 8.
2nd and 9 now. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's go.
Running right, here's Brown. Touchdown, Seattle. Chase Brown with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. They seem like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
After, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
And they're on the 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Operating from the gun. Short. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Short. Raw had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Back to throw. Short. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now that 18 Cardinal, that's Cowboy 80. Let's go.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff. And when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Roll.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
77 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
18 Cardinal, 18.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there. With touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Let's go now.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
Jermaine Johnson
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw. Short. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Short. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league.